President Putin must come to South Africa. Everywhere else where Putin will be passing, there must be immunity. Putin is not coming to South Africa. Putin is coming to BRICS. And there ought to be that difference where South Africa declares a certain territories as BRICS territories. The way we do with embassies and all of that. No one can just walk into any embassy here and say, no, you want to pull out a person from that embassy. No, it's not South Africa. It's an embassy of the USA. It's a Russian embassy and all of that. Where this meeting is going to take place, we ought to declare that a BRICS territorial area. And then say to these people, there is nothing we can do. He's not coming to us. He's coming to attend.
We did with the UN when the World Summit was here.
Yes. So, and we allow BRICS to proceed. Those arguments by President Lula and all of them, they ought to take place in that context where they can engage as leaders in terms of the types of the formula and the structure that they need to take in order to have a functional multinational body that will be seized with all these matters. ICC is inconsistent, and America is not a signatory, yet wants other people to be signatories and subject them to the law that they do not subject themselves to. We cannot allow that. So if we're going to continue with ICC without it being challenged, it has to be consistent in the application of its laws. They continue to make mistakes. Bushi, now Biden, in their speeches make reference to Afghanistan because it's haunting them. It's haunting them. Iraq is haunting them. Why did they come and kill brother leader here, Gaddafi? For what reason? There was no need. So, and everywhere else they went in the name of peace, they left destruction. There's no mission they took which has arisen in giving sustainable peace. And therefore, we can't say NATO, it's a peaceful organization. It's a war organization. It's a war organization. And unfortunately, we voted for the destruction of Libya. And when we raised that matter in the ANC, and we raised it sharply in the ANC and disagreed with Zuma, that we were told we were disrespectful. We were told we are young, we don't know what we are talking about. That thing is haunting us. He comes to the Youth League conference, he reads half of the resolution of the UN. When Floyd completes the resolution, because Zuma said no, said no flight zone. And then he leaves it there. Floyd screams from the back and says, and any other necessary means. Because any other necessary means is the one that allowed these people to enter Libya and distract it. He doesn't want to read that part. And then he says to Floyd, inside the conference, because we're exposing him that you're not reading the whole thing. And China could not veto the resolution. Russia could not veto the resolution. Why? South Africa voted for it. If South Africa had voted against that resolution, China and Russia would have vetoed that resolution. Gaddafi will still be alive.